Hello students, today we have to discuss the first chapter, Introduction to Microeconomics. In the last class itself, we started utility and characteristics of utility. Now we have to move types of utility. Let's go. Let me go and learn the types of utility. Farm utility. The first utility is farm utility. An individual consumer obtains utility from a good or services only when it is available in a particular form. So that the raw material in their original form may not possess utility for a consumer, but in their changed forms as they become finished products, they provide utility to the consumer. What they saying here, the form of the commodities and services, an individual consumer obtain utility from that which is the finished product, not its original form of raw material. Can you understand? See here, the finished products only immediately consumed by the consumer, not the raw materials and all used by the consumer immediately, isn't it? So here one example saying, cotton as a raw material may not possess utility for a consumer. So we cannot use the cotton as it is. If it is a form like a cloth or thread, then only we can use it. That's why they are saying here, cotton as a raw material may not possess utility for a consumer, but as it gets a new form as a cloth, it yields the consumer utility. Understood? For example, cotton as a raw material may not possess utility for a consumer, but as it gets a new form as a cloth or thread, it yields the consumer utility. This is the form utility. Next we have to go time utility. A sick man derives time utility from blood not at the time of its donation, but only at the operation time, days when it is used. See here, a sick man deriving or getting benefit when he is in the operation time, not at the blood donation time. Understood? The time is different here. So the blood donated by someone at any time maybe. A sick man deriving the benefits by the blood or by the donator at the time of the operation only. This is time utility. When he is getting the benefit depends upon the time. Okay? This is time utility. Place utility. A student derives place utility from a book not at the place of its publication. So, only at the place of his education time, a student getting benefits, getting knowledge. Okay? Not at the time of book publication or published at the time or publication place. So the production area itself, he cannot getting the knowledge or imparting knowledge. When he is going to the school, at the place of the education institution, there itself a student getting benefit, which is utility. This is called place utility. So utility depends upon the place. Service utility. An individual consumer derives service utility from a service made available at a time when he most need it. Okay? For example, clients obtain service utility from their lawyer. Patient derives service utility from the doctor and so on. This is the service utility. A patient getting service from the doctor, which is service utility. Like that lawyer. So all the works and all the services, whenever the individual getting the utility from the service at the time, at the place, maybe the form. This is called a service utility. Possession utility. Possession utility means when a student buys a book or dictionary from a bookseller, then only it gives utility. Okay, the possession. So lot of knowledge he can deriving from the dictionary or a book. When a student buying a book or dictionary from a bookseller. This is possessions utility. Then knowledge utility. The last one is knowledge utility. It is a utility derived by having knowledge of a particular thing. Suppose an individual getting knowledge about particular thing, it may be science or arts, like that, anything, machineries. The advertisement serves as a source of information on an object. Through the advertisement, they can getting knowledge, okay, which is knowledge utility. Measurability of utility. So types of utility, how many types we seen? 6 types. Form utility, time utility, place utility, service utility, possession utility, knowledge utility. Now we have to go and learn the measurability of utility. How can we measure? Wants of a person are satisfied by the acts of a consumption. The consumer derives utility measured in terms of utils. How can they util their utility? Utils. And util is an unit, okay, which is an unit of measurement of utility, like kilogram, liters. We can go through the measurement, like that. How can we measure our benefits, which means usefulness? That means utility means, so we can go through the utils. This is the unit of measurement of our utility. An individual pays a price for the unit of the good equal to the utility derived. Okay? The individual paying a price for a unit of good, which may be commodity. Suppose they have to buy, which is the price is equal to the utility derived. How much usefulness they have to get from the commodity when they have to pay the prices. Marshall states that utility can be measured indirectly using measuring rod of money. Underline it. This is maybe asked in your 1 mark. Okay. Alfred Marshall said measuring rod of money. Utility is a measuring rod of money. Then price. What is price? Price is the value of the good expressed in terms of money. We know that without price we cannot buy anything. Price of a good is fixed by the forces of demand and for supply. The demand and supply only determining the prices. Okay. So that demand and supply are called market forces. That's why they are saying here forces of demand for and supply. So price determines what goods are to be produced and in what quantities. So price only determining what goods are to be produced and in what quantity they produced. It also decides how the goods are to be produced. Okay. So what goods are to be produced and what quantities they produce, and also the price decides how the goods are to be produced. Everything coming under the price depends upon the price only. Okay. They may ask in your 2 marks. Market. So you should know the market. Okay. As a economic student, you should know price, market, cost, revenue, everything. So that you have to learn one by one. Now a price you learned. Now market. Generally market means a place where the commodities are bought and sold. Yes. In economics, it represents where buyers and sellers enter into an exchange of goods and services over a period. Understood? Generally we can say market means which is a place buying and selling anything, commodities. Okay. But in economics, it represents buyers and sellers enter into an exchange of goods and services over a period. A particular period they have to exchange goods and services. This is called a market. Cost. What is cost? Cost refers to the expenses incurred to produce or acquire a given quantum of a good. Okay, how much expenditure made by the producer when they are producing the product. Together with revenue, it determines the profit gained or the loss incurred by a firm. So, which is the cost with the revenue. We can determine the profit gained by the producer or loss incurred by the producer in their firm. We can calculate it. So that cost is very important in the production place. Next one is revenue. So we know that cost is together with the revenue. See here, revenue is the income, cost is expenditure. Yes, so that revenue is income obtained from the sale of goods and services. When the producer is selling the goods and services, then only they can getting revenue, which is income. The total revenue, in short TR, which is represent the money obtained from the sale of all the units of the good. So, how much of goods they selling throughout the day, which is total revenue. Throughout the day, how much they sold. If we calculate all the commodities they sold, which is called total revenue. Thus, total revenue equal to price into quantity. This is a formula. Understood? TR is the total revenue, P is prices per unit of the good, and Q is the total quantity of the good sold. This is revenue. Understood? Next we have to move equilibrium. Equilibrium means equal, isn't it? Equilibrium, the name itself saying as equal, which is stable equilibrium and particular equilibrium and general equilibrium we have to learn. What is stable equilibrium? Professor Stigler states that equilibrium is a position from which there is no net tendency to move. Okay? From that position, we cannot move here and there. That is the situation of stable equilibrium. Who said? Stigler, Professor Stigler. 2-mark question or 1-mark question, it will be there. So, its absence of referred to as disequilibrium. If it is not like that, stable means which is absence of equilibrium, which is called disequilibrium. Consumer's equilibrium occurs when he gets maximum satisfaction. Okay? Here we should know about the two equilibriums. One is consumer's equilibrium, another one is producer's equilibrium. Now we are discussing the consumer equilibrium. Okay? The consumer equilibrium occurs when he gets maximum satisfaction. The equilibrium of the producer occurs when he gets maximum profit. Okay? When the equilibrium getting by the consumer means which is satisfaction. Okay? Maximum satisfaction. Likewise, the producer's equilibrium may occur when he gets maximum profit. A resource is an equilibrium when it gets fully employed and gets its maximum payment. Okay? A resource is in equilibrium when it gets fully employed. Okay? Then only it can get its maximum payment. Where static equilibrium is based on given and constant prices, quantities, income, technology, population, etc. There is no change, which is constant, okay, which is static. It cannot move from here and there. So that the static equilibrium is based on given and constant prices, quantities, income, technology, population, etc. So go through the diagram. This is equilibrium diagram. Stable equilibrium diagram. See here, price measured on the y-axis, quantity demanded and supplied measured on the x-axis. See here, the price is equal to the quantity demanded. Then the demand curve and supply curve intersecting creating the equilibrium point E. What is particular equilibrium and general equilibrium? An equilibrium when it pertains to a single variable. If it speaks about the single variable, which is called a particular equilibrium. On the other hand, when it is related to numerous variables, more than one variable, or even the economy as a whole, the overall variables. So variable means, suppose we are talking about economy as a whole. Whole means we know that. So national income, employment, price, quantities, everything will be there. That are all variables, isn't it? So more than one variable or overall the economy as a whole may be called general equilibrium. Dear students, today you learnt about utility, types of utility, measurability of utility, price, market, cost, revenue, and equilibrium diagram with a stable equilibrium and particular general equilibrium. So this is your today's concept. Go through the video carefully and take notes from the given concept. Okay? Today you have to write test, types of utility and equilibrium diagram. Okay? You write the test and send your paper to me on time.